Hey everyone, welcome back for more news on Legend of Mushroom. I'm currently on the C server of the game because we are gonna have an update soon in the global server, including some stuff that are already on the C server of the game, like the new relics. Yes, you heard me correctly, we are gonna have some new relics soon in less than 1 week in the game. So let's talk about everything in detail. First of all, I already talked about that in the previous video, but we are gonna have the Halloween event. So if you want to have some details about that event, you can check my previous video, you will have some. But today, I can show you that event, and this is exactly what I was talking about in our previous video. You have 4 items in the middle, and you need to spend some currencies here to find the top rewards you select here. And generally on that kind of event, I recommend to go for the hammers or the scrolls, whatever you want. Generally I take the hammers only. So then you just need to click here until you find the top reward, and then you reach the next floor and etc. A bit later in that event, you will have some more pumpkins. One time it's gonna increase and another time. So it's gonna take all that place here. You will have 16 pumpkins, which means that if you want to have the top reward, you will need to spend a lot. And in that event, you get that back accessory. After the battle starts, attack is reduced by 8%, attack speed by 12%, energy regen by 12%, and pal attack speed by 12%. So you are getting nerfed at the start of the fight. But the longer you stay alive during the run, the more the stats you are gonna have. 1% attack, 1.5% attack speed, energy regen, pal attack speed per second, up to 20 times. So in total, you can get way more than the nerfs you have at the start, but you need to stay alive during 20 seconds and fall down below 50% of your HP to trigger these bonuses, which is a lot. A lot of things to take into consideration before getting the buff, so maybe if you are using a tanky build, it's gonna help you in PvP. And then you have a new costume, a vampire, which one looks pretty good. You have also another shop in here. You can buy some currencies to participate in the Haunting Pumpkin event. Generally, we have to spend like 250 euros on that kind of event to reach the floor 50. And after the floor 50, generally, it's not that great to spend more on that event. It just depends on what you want for that event if you want to stay in the top ranking. So then it's time to talk about the update that is coming in the game, because it's gonna add these in the middle. I can't show that to you here because I need to unlock some relics first, but don't worry because I can check that through the handbook. If I go all the way to the bottom, you have the spores, and it's giving a lot of things to your account. The first one is Space-Time Spore, extend the instance time by 5 seconds. Not effective in the Abyssal Portal, the Guard ruined the Ancient City, and Grumpy Big Head. But it's gonna add 5 seconds of the duration of the battle for the Blazing Cave, for example, so you can increase your score. And this is pretty cool. And for some other bosses, I suppose it's gonna work. I don't know yet, but this is probably not the best spore to take. Look at this one, for example. When HP is above 60%, skills that are triggered when HP fall down below a certain percentage of or scale with lower HP will always consider HP to be at 60%. It means that, if I understood correctly, that when you fall down below 60%, if you have that relic equipped, then all the effects of the different stuff you are using, triggering normally at like 30% HP remaining or 20%, are gonna proc. I don't know yet if it works with the mounts or artifacts or stuff like that, but probably it is gonna work for your talents. I'm talking about this one, for example. When HP fall down below 20% for the first time, your skill cooldown is accelerated by 100%. Imagine if you can proc that when you fall down below 60%. It is way better, right? Or you have the same kind of stuff for the Fury Tree. When HP fall down below 20%, attack increase by 10%, attack speed 10%, and crit damage 10%. So that relic, the Nirvana Spore, looks pretty strong, right? But look at the next one, the Potent Spore. If I had to choose between one, I'm pretty sure that this is the one I would take. Enhances all relic equip effects by 20%. This is so great. So now the relic that you will equip here are gonna have an impact. So if you are an archer, if you want to increase your crit rate, you will have 12% crit rate increase instead of 10% only. You will deal a bit more damage using the Thunder Color Kite, 20% more. This is not a lot, but maybe it's gonna make a tiny difference. Same comment for the boxes here. You don't really care about the effects if you are using most of the classes in the game. But for the statue, 20% more effect on the time statue, so which means that the disarm is gonna last even longer than before. That is pretty fun, right? And for the necklace, your clones are gonna deal more damage, or you will deal more basic attack damage during the blitz assault. Pretty good, right? Or you can equip this one, the feathered spore, increasing your damage resistance by 4%, or the thorn spore, reducing the duration of all enemies' class skills by 10%. Not the active skills, only the class skills, okay? Otherwise it would have been broken, right? But in my opinion, the potent spore and the Nirvana spore looks pretty strong. So you will unlock that after unlocking 30 relics. But you will need another currency to increase the level of that relic. If you go in the family, you have a new event in here, the Magic Theater, and we are gonna have that as well on global servers. So this is a kind of boss like the Lava Blazing Cave, the Behemoth. You have some chests that you can acquire through your rankings, through your score, with all your family members. So the Advanced Theater chest and the Basic Theater chest, I don't know exactly what we have inside for now. Then you have the ranking. So it's cross-server, which means that you have 4 different servers and you have all the different families from these 4 servers. So you have the family ranking here and you have your personal ranking here. So if you check the rewards for your family, the top 1, 2, 3 are gonna get a lot of rewards. You get some hearts as well, some hammers and more medals to purchase some stuff in the family shop. And for the personal ranking, of course, the rewards are higher here. And you can get some Scarada Pass in here as well. So if you have a high score here, let's be honest, stay in the top 50, you can get 1 extra Skyrider Pass that you couldn't have before. So another way for low spenders and free to play maybe to have some extra Skyrider Pass. So you have some keys here to participate in that content, so let's challenge the boss. As you can see here, it takes 40 seconds. And I think that this is pretty similar to the Lava Blazing Cave as far as I tried. Of course, with that little shroom, I'm gonna have a crazy score. I'm pretty sure of that. Look at that, I am so sexy. Don't you think? This is crazy, look at that, almost level 10. I suppose that we have 100 levels as with the other similar bosses, but I don't know yet. And these are the rewards you get inside. And by the way, you have a new item here, this one, the Ancient Breath, used to upgrade the Spore Relics. So you can get some in that event. And apparently, in the Ruined Ancient City, we will get some more to upgrade our Spore Relics. Look at that, you have some Clockwinders, more medals, some hammers, some hearts, Soul Essence, experience for aliens, the relic shards. This is pretty nice, the rewards you get in here. This is a 1-week event. So for now, reward chances, 3 on 4. So does that mean that we can do that only 4 times a week? 2 free challenge attempts each week. You can also watch ads or exchange family shop to gain additional attempts. Defeating phantoms of certain levels grants individual rewards and the family chest reward. Each challenge offers rewards up to the current level cap. The cap is 100, okay? Only the first 4 weekly challenges grant individual rewards. Subsequent challenges only refresh damage and points. Okay, so you have to do 4 great scores and then you get only more points if you want to push a bit higher your ranking. Okay, so this is how it goes. So if I check the family shop, do we have something different? Normally we have some keys to participate in the new event. And yes, we have the theater key here. So if you want to practice, increase your damage on that kind of boss, this is great. You just need to pay like 500 medals, which is not that high for an endgame account. And you will have an extra key to push a bit more. 99 keys can be purchased every week, so this is pretty cool. Okay, so that was all about the relics and the theater. Now let's talk about the rest. More tasks and more affinity on Mr. Beagle. So Mr. Beagle is that dog here. And you will have some more tasks to complete weekly to have some more affinity and hearts with the different players. So this is great. If you are married with someone non-active anymore on the game, try to divorce and go with another one. This is what I did. I divorced 2 times already. This is crazy. I hope that my next marriage is gonna work correctly. They will add a battle guide. I don't know more details about that yet, but apparently on the profile page, they are gonna add a feature to have some guidelines for battles or more settings. I don't know exactly what it is. They are planning to add some live emotes to the chat. Just things, in fact, that you will have to select in here, I suppose, and more stuff that you can put like this one, for example. After the update, the combo crits and the counter crits will count for the skills that require to have some crits. Let me know if you have this one in the comment below, because I'm a bit lost. What is it talking about? What skill? I don't know any skill that needs a lot of crits to trigger. Are they referring to this kind of item, this kind of skills? Each crit increases final crit damage by 1%. If it is the case, man, this is gonna be even better than before. In the Shroomy tournament, the shop will be accessible all the time now. Apparently it wasn't the case, so this is the shop here, and generally I recommend to go... What am I taking? Generally I'm taking the text, I think. I don't recommend to go for the hammers because this is really expensive. 50,000 to get only 500 hammers. This is absurd, the amount you get. And for the keys and stuff like that, maybe take the 5 keys for the magic lamp and for the chrono key to have a bit more clock winders. And this is all. A class reset scroll. I don't know exactly what is it gonna be, but you are gonna have a new scroll that you can purchase in the cross-server battle shop and the family shop, and it can be used for single class reset. I'm afraid that I don't understand. Is it something to use only to reduce the cost in diamonds? I hope that it's not gonna be that expensive. I know that I'm gonna purchase a lot because I do a lot of different class tests and it costs a lot of diamonds. A few things added to the arena. Added attack and defense icons to the battle reports. So here you can see when you attacked or when you defended. This is cool because it's always confusing today. Added the switch outfit button to the enemy selection interface. So I suppose that somewhere around here we are gonna have that button to change our set. Added a checkbox for random challenge in cross-server ranked match. Otherwise, that feature is not going to be enabled. If I go here, you have that green button. You can click on it if you want to random challenge someone. They are going to add a checkbox here to do that. I don't know why they are doing that. I don't feel like it's necessary, but why not? We will check that later. Optimized the Holy Dragon's compatibility with certain costumes. So I don't know what they are gonna do about that. This is the Holy Dragon, and they are just gonna change a bit the display so you can see better the costume you are wearing. I suppose this is something like that. A few changes to the parking walls. Added a feature to recall all mounts in a row. So we will just have a button here, and it's not gonna work for the mounts in the cross-server parking walls. So apparently you will see the name of the owner on the management feature here. They will add a preset for our defense in that mode. The power of both sides is gonna be displayed here on the cross-server parking walls. So for now we can't see the power of the different players, so why not? This is cool. If we go on the mount remodeling, we will have an icon to display if the mount is parked somewhere or not. If you check someone's profile, for example here, apparently you will have a button to go directly to his parking so you can park your mounts directly. They are planning to add another card here that you can buy to speed up battles. So every fight today is lasting 1 minute. Does that mean that the fights are gonna get shorter if we buy the card? It might change a lot of things in the parking wars for the players who buy these cards. And finally, they are planning to optimize the interactive experience in the parking wars. I don't know what it means. Optimized the crop steal interface. So if I go here, apparently they are gonna show directly the best crop you have to steal on everyone's manor. Something cool about the dungeons now, they are planning to add a description to know exactly what is the maximum level you can reach. For example, if you are on the Molten Ruins, did you know that the maximum level was 150, or the Ruined Ancient City 130? Did you know about that? So this is pretty cool to have these in the description of every level. They are planning to add some real-time scores in here in the Lava Behemoth and in the Magic Theater, the new content for the family, to see probably the damage you can do every time, every day. So this is pretty weird. I know that many players did a high score in here and then they switched their class and they are not pushing that anymore. For example, if I take some Noodles, now he is a tame beast. And so now I'm pretty sure that today his score is really bad using the new class, but his max score was this one. So if you want to spy your family members, this is a good feature. About the relics, they are gonna add a feature showing you the maximum level of every relic you have in the game. So this is cool. I wonder what is the maximum level for every relics in the game and what stat it is giving to us. About the Dark Trials, now we won't have the possibility to reset it directly, which means that probably we will be able to enter the fight again. So for my content, it's gonna be a bit better. I can redo the fights and try to talk about it in detail. Or if it is that, this is cool, but we will still have the reset feature, don't worry about that. And talking about the Dark Trials, in the parking wars, apparently they are planning to add more cards in that. So this is cool, it means that if you spend your parking coins, you can get some more feathers. Apparently they are planning to add some power conversion to the stats you have in the prayer statue, because today if you change your set like that, it's not affecting your final power, right? Now it's gonna do that. So the more the stats you will have in here, the more the power you will get. Talking about power conversion, apparently they are planning to adjust the conversion rate of the power given by the feathers. I don't know more about that yet. Server information is now displayed on the Hall of Fame in Age of Discovery. This is the Hall of Fame, so I suppose that we will have some more details in here. And now let's talk about the bug fixes. Apparently, when you were using the lustrous plumage, oh damn, my pronunciation, the lustrous plumage, this is terrible, I have to practice more. When you were using that with an archer class with a lot of attack speed, more than 5, so you can't have that at the base, you need to use some items and skills to increase your attack speed during the battle. So apparently you could stack more than 40 times the buffs here. I didn't know about that, did you? Then apparently in the Cloud Ascension trial there was a bug with the damage based on max HP. So if I enter here, on the stage 21-4 and 25-4, the max HP based damage would not take effect correctly. I didn't know about that, I'm not dealing some damage based on max HP. And last thing of the video, apparently on the Skeleton Mage, the third skill here was not effective in the sea event. I didn't know about that. So guys, that was all for the video. Let me know what you think about all of these. Have a really nice day and see you on the next video. Bye bye.